Dear students, welcome to the second session of today's class. Now, if we take a look at the lesson plan, you will see that we have already discussed workforce planning and forecasting demand for candidates. In this video, we are going to see how to forecast supply of job candidates. Now, from the last video, I guess all of you remember this slide. So in workforce planning, one of the tasks is to forecast demand and the other task is to forecast the supply of job candidates. Now, when it comes to forecasting supply of job candidates or job applicants, there are two sources of supply. One is the supply of inside candidates and the other one is the supply of outside candidates or job applicants. Let me explain each of these one by one. So the first one, what do we mean by inside or internal candidates? Inside candidates or internal candidates of a company are those people who are already working for that company or for that organization. So they are already inside the organization. On the other hand, the outside candidates or external candidates of a company are those who are not currently working for that company. So they are working for some other company, or maybe they are not working at all. So these people are outside of the organization. So that's why they are called outside or external candidates. Let me give you an example first. For the time being, let's consider the company Banglalink. Now on the right hand side, these are some of the existing employees of Banglalink. So they are currently working for Banglalink. So they are inside candidates of Banglalink, right? Now on the left hand side, we have a photo of the employees of Robi. So for Banglalink, these are outside candidates. Why? Because they are not currently working for Banglalink, rather they are working for Robi. So that is why they are considered outside or external candidates for Banglalink. So these are the two different sources of candidates. Now, when we have a vacant position and we need to hire someone, we can hire job applicants from one of these two sources. Now, it might be the case that there is a question in some of your minds. What is the question? Some of you may be thinking the inside candidates, they already have a job in Banglalink. These people already work for Banglalink. They already have a job. Now, if a person already has a job, how can that person be again considered a candidate for Banglalink? I mean, she already has a job. How can she again be a job applicant or a job candidate, right? So that's a very valid question. Now, let me explain this confusion with an example. Let's consider a company ABC. Now, this is the current CEO of company ABC, right? He has been working for this company ABC for the last 10 years. Now, for some reason, he is going to leave the company or he is going to retire, let's say. Let's say with just one snap of the fingers, he is gone just like that. So the position of the CEO is vacant for the moment. So we need someone for this post of the CEO. Now to fill up this position, I have two options. One is to look for inside candidates and the other one is to look for outside candidates. For example, let's assume Naziza is already working for company XYZ as the CEO. So she is currently the CEO of company XYZ. So if I want, I can hire her and I can offer her the job of a CEO in company ABC. So basically, she was an outside candidate and I hired her for the position of the CEO in company ABC. So that is one option. The other option is to rely on inside candidates. Now for this example, let's say Ishtiaq is an employee of the company ABC. So he is working in the same company where there is a vacant CEO position. So he is an inside candidate for company ABC. Now his current job title in the company is Head of Marketing. He has been playing the Head of Marketing role for the last 10 years. I know Ishtiaq is a really promising employee. His performance for the last 10 years has been fantastic. So based on his performance, what I can do is I can promote him to the post of the CEO in company ABC. So he is the marketing manager now by promoting him, we can make him the CEO of company ABC. So in this case, I am filling up the vacant position of the CEO by using an inside candidate or internal candidate. So that is how an inside candidate can be used to fill up a vacant position. So these are the two options that we have. One is inside candidate and the other is outside candidate. So now I guess it's clear to you what do I mean by inside candidate and what do I mean by outside candidate. Now, when it comes to forecasting the supply of inside candidates or internal candidates, there are 2 or 3 very important concepts. One of these concepts is personnel skills inventory. Again, this is not personal, this is personnel. Now, what is a personnel skills inventory? So here it goes. A personnel skills inventory is a compilation or collection or record of the skills, education, and experience of all the current employees. In simple terms, this is a record or collection of the skills and experiences of the employees of an organization. So this is basically a database or a record. Now, if we go into further detail, what are the different kinds of information that can be kept in this record? So here goes the list. So in a personnel skills inventory, these are all the different kinds of information that might be recorded. So in that inventory or record, we may have employee skills, employee education recorded, then what are the courses taken by that employee which were funded by the company or sponsored by the company. Then what are the different trainings done? What are the specific language skills of the employees? And finally, any relevant experience of the employee. Now the question is, why do we need such a database? Why do we need to keep such a record? Now let me explain this need of record keeping with an example. Say there is a vacant position for the CEO and I want to select one of the inside candidates for the post of the CEO. Now if I were an HR manager, what I'll do first is I'll go to this database or record of personnel skills inventory. And I'll go through the skills, experience, trainings of the potential employees and see who is the best fit for the next CEO role. That is why we need a personnel skills inventory. So the skills inventory is very simple. It is simply a record of all of these things. Now we are done with one of the crucial concepts related to supply of candidates. In the next videos, I will explain the other important concepts related to inside candidate supply. See you very soon.